Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Set It Off. It's me, your girl, your favorite host, Simply Sin. With me, we have my co host, my favorite, my one and only, Mrs. Wendy P. And we have another co host again today with us, our Brooklyn. I was going to say something else, but our Brooklyn's one and only, Mike.
Yeah,
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
fantastic.
We are good.
Everybody's good?
Alive.
How was everybody's weekend?
Great.
Great. How was your weekend?
Jam packed.
Yeah. Anything
Mami and daddy
exciting?
mode.
Anything exciting going on?
Baby birthday.
Como que ella no sabe.
Treat him like a guest. Yes. So this weekend we celebrated our baby's first birthday. It was a great weekend. Hella long. I'm still tired from it, but it was fun. Can't believe I have a 1 year old running around the house already. It was exciting. It was fun. So shout out to everybody that came through, showed us love, all the birthday messages on social media as well, um, all the gifts, and we had a great time. Our weekend is still going basically because we have family here from Miami. So
The
I kind of
party.
miss this. I feel like I haven't been on in a few days. This has become like a job for me, but a job that I like to do because if you could sit me here every day, we could have a lot to talk about, right?
Yeah, we
That's
know.
how fun and interesting my life is. What do you think?
I feel you.
All
She's like,
right, so
yeah.
I want to get into a topic that might be a little bit contradicting in some aspects.
Controversial.
No, but it's also a little bit contradicting because a lot of people say one thing and say another, say one thing, say another, and then they don't do none of that, or they don't really actually go for what they're saying. So let's talk about checklists. Every man and every woman claim that they have a checklist, right? What do you think?
Yes. I agree.
Do you? Do you have a checklist?
I have a slight checklist. I'm not that extra, but I do. Like, one of the things on my checklist is you got to be taller than me. I can't be dating no
Color.
short. Like, I'm sorry. I'm shallow how. No, I can't.
This bitch said shallow. No, porque dime, pa
And
chiquito.
it's not right. It's not to be mean. It's just I'm a tall
But you tall
girl.
as hell.
I got a long torso. I can't be.
This bitch
Yeah,
said I got a long torso. You know,
I do.
I used to be called Jolly Green Giant when I was younger.
Really? I
Yeah,
feel like
and not
I'm way
necessarily
taller
that
than
tall.
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm tall, but not like
For women,
excessively.
you guys are both tall. If you go
I
to
feel
Brooklyn,
like
you walk
we are
around.
nice. Our height is average, and it's a good height. Let me tell you,
Nah, you
we
guys
have
are
an
way above
elegant
average.
height.
Listen, almost
Okay.
every girl in New York is about 5'2".
Eso
You
es lo que son
guys,
enanas.
you guys are like five
Uh huh.
seven,
And
First of all,
5'8".
every girl
looking
wish
like
they
poly
had.
oly rollies and stuff.
Thank you. Let
Poly
me tell you
loli.
something. Let me explain something to you. When you're tall, everything goes.
Right.
Okay. First of all, back in the days, supermodels were slim and tall. Okay.
Es
Let's do
ahora
first.
que they don't want to discriminate.
Second, and no disrespect to nobody because la gente se lleva todo para Japón. Second, imagine being like chunky and being like 5 feet.
Right. Not to be mean, but yeah, like
But when you're chunky and you're tall, it's like it's not that bad.
it's easier to manage. Right. There's a
It
lot of
is
things.
because let me tell you something. When I was pregnant, I was 200 and I want to say 5 or 10 pounds
Damn.
before I went into birth.
Yeesh.
And
Bitch.
I was like a butterball. My students used to call me a penguin when I used to walk, and I felt so big that I thought I was gonna roll.
I mean, your belly was huge.
You was not even that big.
I was huge, 200,
Compared to her other pregnancies, yeah, she was huge.
I was like un palillo de chiquita. So anyhow,
Ella se
point
estaba
is,
muriendo back in the days, la pobre.
La pobre.
era mal de
Que
amor.
tenía hambre.
Era
Es
mal de
que
amor.
imagínate.
No es falta de comida, mi amor. Nunca ha sido falta de comida. Eso ha sido falta de buen
Wow.
que
So
me
you
den
did the
bien
number,
duro por
Miguel.
ahí.
Talk about it.
You had her eating good.
You're welcome.
Wendy, eating good.
Eating good.
All right, so I want to hear. Sorry, I want to hear. I want to hear this checklist before I give my opinion on all of this. I want to hear this checklist. I want to hear your checklist. We already know that you talked about height. I want to know what
Yeah.
else.
I other than that, shoot, my main thing is the height, and
He has to be breathing.
mm,
What else? Tall,
I don't
dark,
discriminate
skinny,
the
fat,
race, or I'm open
Dominican,
to.
black,
Nah,
white.
I don't. It don't gotta. It could be Dominican, Puerto Rican, black. It don't matter. I don't have no.
She
You
only
know.
missed this three. It
You
don't matter.
know,
I mean,
crazy
to be
color.
honest, I've never really dated any other race.
Right. I
Like I
this is
never
this is
dated a Honduran. I probably would never talk to a Honduran
It's
or
called
Mexican.
Honduran. Let's get it correct.
Honduran,
Honduran.
not
¿Cómo?
Honduran. Honduran.
Honduran?
Honduran.
Honduran. Okay, well, no.
Para que sepas, por favor.
Maybe, yeah, maybe I stick to my Dominican, my blacks, and Puerto Rican, and that's
Stay
about
over
it.
there. Stay over there.
Okay, so there's no checklist. So we're talking
I don't,
about
yeah, I don't really have like, I mean, I feel like,
You know what I mean? Like a missing tooth, freaking tattoos on the face.
well,
What?
yeah, I mean, I don't do no ratchet ghetto. What's that rapper?
High
Um,
school
Kodak
graduate.
Black.
What?
yeah, can't be that ghetto.
Okay,
But for
I
the
get it.
most part, for me, it's like when you just have a good vibe, you just go with that. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, they gotta have this and this credit score and this and that. Like you gotta make sure you match the person too. That's what I think. Like I can be exigiendo a big list, and then what am I doing? You get me? I mean, I ain't no bum bitch, but I'm just saying because there's girls
I
that
know
they don't have nothing going for
sometimes it's
themselves, but
like
they expect, you know, they have a
it's
whole.
okay to have it's okay to have
Standards?
standards.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So you telling me you have no standards?
No, I'm not saying not to have standards, but be realistic too. Like there's girls that be like, "Oh, I need a nigga with mad money and this and
You're
that," and then what are you
saying
doing?
you're basically saying that you're open minded.
Yes. Oh, look at that. That's a good word to use. Yeah, I'm
I
very open
got you. I
minded.
I'm
got
not.
you, bro. I got you.
Well,
You're
I'm
open
not open
minded.
minded. If
Mm.
you broke, I don't want you. And I mean broke in every aspect, not just broke financially, broke mentality, broke emotionally, broke you don't believe in God, broke your job is not going to take you anywhere, broke you have no type of ambition, broke you have no goals for the future, broke as we're going to live in a little
Wow.
apartment in the fucking hood for the rest of our lives, broke as in you don't have a car, broke as in what are we doing? That's that's what I mean by you have to have at least a little bit of standards.
Yeah, no, of
It's
course.
okay. It's okay, like you said, we got to be realistic.
Right.
These bitches on social media want, it's a facade of everything also, but they want all of this and this and this and this. And it's like, okay, well, what are you, how do you
What do you
match
bring?
that person? What are
Right.
your values
Yeah, you got to
also,
bring something to the table too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've always said, back to the whole gender roles, like it gotta be like 70-30, baby. Because I could bring 30%, you gotta bring fucking 70. And if you don't believe me, sácame la Biblia, because in the Bible it says the same thing. El hombre es que él trabaja. El hombre trabaja y la mujer cuida su casa. Y que a mí nadie me lo diga de otra forma. Y te lo digo en inglés for my non-speaking Spanish people that love to watch me.
Times have
The
changed.
man is the working man, and is the provider, and is the, I don't want to say the breadwinner, but it's the provider. But the woman is the one that takes care of home. She's the wife. She's the housewife.
Not everybody is that
But
lucky.
before we get to my checklist, I want to hear yours.
As far as what? Women?
Yes. No, men.
Well, what do I prefer?
What? Okay, let's hear what you prefer first.
Yeah, yes,
Or what,
because
what
clearly
guys
we all have a
prefer?
different.
Or
No, what you as a man.
me? Listen, every guy wants a feminine girl,
Hmm.
An agreeable girl, feminine woman, agreeable woman, nurturing, caring, loving, mm, has integrity, loyal, beautiful, strong family values. Because my if you my family's huge, so
Yeah.
I can't really. If you're like a single child, you're not gonna understand the family dynamic as much as a person who comes from a huge family. You're not gonna
Hmm.
survive. You know how that goes, and
Can't survive now.
you're not gonna survive.
It don't make a difference.
You know. And me personally, I need somebody who's witty, very witty, smart, can take a joke.
Definitely not me and Wendy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than
Right.
somebody you can be witty with, back and forth, bounce
Well,
ideas with each other, not be
right, right. And
sensitive.
I think that, mira la otra. I think that just obviously in her case, she knows that you're a jokester,
The
so
what?
she, even though I don't think she takes all your jokes as a joke.
Does
Oh,
it look like I take all his jokes?
No,
damn.
I know she'd be taking that shit to heart because,
I take everything to heart. It's just that
She's super sensitive.
we still joke, obviously, with each other. You sensitive too, because I be coming at you with some jokes too. Don't be playing yourself.
I swear to
Okay, well
God,
that was a very long checklist for a man.
that
Good
was.
hygiene, because
I
some
mean,
females be forgetting the deodorant. I gotta say deuces.
no, I mean, I agree with that. Is obviously when the same thing for a woman, right? Like I remember what was it I used to look at Sin when we would go out. She always looked at the guy's shoes and if they had a watch.
For some
I
reason, to
always
me,
look because obviously I lived with a barber for how many years. I always look at the person's haircut.
the haircut always the lineup, the
That
shape of the
is,
beard.
yeah, the haircut, the beard. Yes, that's very important.
No,
I
hygiene
mean,
is
that
important.
goes with what you said, the hygiene. Yeah,
A guy
how
has to be
you
clean,
dress,
and a
you
female as well. You
dress.
gotta be able to, as a female, show that you give a crap. You could go to the gym and still show that you care about your appearance.
Yeah.
As far as, you don't gotta go with
Okay,
full
I be
makeup,
looking
but
mad cute at the gym.
you know what I mean. But put some style effort into it at least.
I'll be mad cute, and then I'll be putting my hair, because you don't want the hair to get messed up. I'll be like,
Don't get it confused. Dudes, we all notice that. We all notice it.
really?
Hell yeah. We see the raggedy
I'm
end
different
that
black.
just threw on a black shirt, black
I'm
whatever, and just
I'm in
looking
I'm in
bad.
Cuban City. No offense
Huh?
to any Cubans. I'm in Cuban City. All I see is otro de cubano.
What's wrong with the little pit bulls, bro?
Nah,
She
nah,
said,
I'm good.
yeah.
Maybe, but that's the
Okay,
gym
so
I should be at.
that's your checklist overall, right? So, what do you think that men in general? What are the top 5 things that you think of men in general nowadays? You that are in social media, that you hear, you see, you're on group chats with men, you have friends, you talk to guys, you watch other podcasts. What do you think are the top 5 things, at least, if you can name me more, that's fine, that you think men in this era, this generation, look for in women? What are their checklists when they are dating to pursue a relationship versus when they're just looking for somebody to smash?
Well, quick, wait. Do guys pursue to be in a relationship?
It
People do
depends the
that?
stages. Depends the stages of life that you're in.
Mm.
You feel me? Because some of us, you're
I
right.
feel
Some
like the girls is always the one, and then the guy kind of just falls into
nah.
the.
Some guys are early bloomers. Some guys are late bloomers. When I was younger, I was savage in these streets.
Yeah,
But
no,
as
understandable.
so I tell people, I did build a crazy. My reputation was a little bit wild, but I just didn't find that girl, that right one, the one that I saw a future with. I went from a guy who just kicking game and trying to see what I could, fishing out there fishing, seeing what bites, to a guy who, when you find that right person, you want to dig your feet in, and build a life together with that person.
I see,
So
amigo.
it's not
It's
for me. It's
that
more.
like being recorded. Woo, we have all the proof right here. Being recorded. Wow.
The fireworks. Do you see them? Do you see them?
She knows damn well she's like this. Oh my god, I love him so much.
Oh.
Oh my god, look at him.
This shit off of the podcast. Not just joking.
We
Listen.
keep it raw here.
Okay, okay.
I don't know.
So
It's not more like what we look for. I would say I could tell you what guys don't want in their life. You know what I mean?
A hotel,
Like these overly
hotel holiday,
masculine women. You know what I
uh,
mean? Combative
controllers,
women,
combated, ratchet. What else?
argumentative. You know,
that's crazy. You just named two things that I am.
That's weird.
you know, it's just not sexy, man. It's unagreeable. Everybody just wants an uber feminine woman, feminine, loyal, caring, loving,
Ustedes lo que
nurturing.
quieren es una mujer que no diga nada. Que te, you quiet. You
Nah,
know that's hard for a Spanish
you can have
woman.
your opinions, but
Always
you don't
got
got to
something.
be so
You don't gotta
overpowering
be
for your
okay.
opinions, and you know what I mean. Because sometimes y'all females, y'all don't know when to shut up. Let's keep it 100.
That is very true. I agree with you.
Sometimes y'all don't know when to
I
shut
agree with you there. We like to get the last word.
up, and sometimes it's unnecessary. The woman's power is in their femininity, and they can control the whole situation just how they conduct themselves. A guy can
There.
know, when he's going overboard just by her just standing there and just telling him like, "Babe, you're right." Like,
Do
that's
you
all we
like when you get mad? Do you how long do you stay mad for? 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
I'm
or
not mad. I just tell her she's right. She already knows that she's wrong when I tell her when I hit her with that she's right.
because I feel like some people stay mad for days. Some people brush it off.
Once I fall asleep, I forget about it.
Okay,
I go to bed, I forget about it. She's the one that stays
typical
mad,
guy.
pretty
How
much.
long I stay mad for?
I don't know. A week?
Miguel.
Nah, like less than a day.
Less than a day, literally hours.
You can't stay mad at me. I'm the good.
Sure. Um. Okay, so your checklist very long. Um.
Hmm.
You
This is
do
what you
say,
want in a quality woman that you want to bring home to your mom, the family. That's gonna be a representation of you and you guys as a union. You can't just bring any little hood booger to the house. Those hood boogers are just for what they
Not the hood booger.
take them for a little ride in the
No,
car,
that's
not
true.
keep it moving. But the ones you want to bring home, you gotta find somewhat of a quality individual that is okay and can conduct themselves accordingly,
Right.
whether around your crew, whether around your parents, the cousins, the homies. You know, at a winery, you could take them anywhere,
And they fit in.
and they know how to adapt. They know how to be moldable. Ooh,
For real.
bars.
you stupid. I can't stand him. Okay, so um, what about how do you feel, both of y'all? How do you guys feel about you, for instance, that a woman that has her body done? Do you consider that somebody that you want on your checklist or no? And you, a person who doesn't have her body done, do you feel like men should sit here and should men judge a woman based off of her body?
Como que no? People judge every day.
But why should her body be something that she should be judged? Why should that be something that should be part of your checklist as a don't do?
Yeah. I mean, as far as people getting their body done, I'm not obviously against it. Like, if you feel like there's something you need to change, go by all means. Go ahead and do it. I think when girls exaggerate and they're addicted and they keep on and they keep on and keep on, I think that's crazy. Like, geez, how many surgeries you gonna have? You get me? But if you feel like there's one little thing you want to fix, hey, do it. Why not?
I'm all for it too.
Yeah,
If you're looking like a freaking blow up doll, that's some kind of
exactly.
insecurity, some kind of an issue that you gotta an
Yeah,
underlying issue that needs to be dealt with. But
yeah.
a little booty there, a little this, that there. It's
Right. If you need to get your breath, whatever it is, like, why not?
You know what I mean?
That
You
makes
got
me
it.
feel better. But when you look like a whole plastic freaking blow up dog, come on, that's a
Looking
little bit too
crazy.
much.
So do you think that men, okay, so if you were a woman who had your body done and you talk to a guy who you might meet all his qualities, right? And everything that he wants in a woman and vice versa. But the only problem is that because you have your body done, you have nothing but like a lust. You're just somebody that honestly he just might want to just sleep with all the time
Yeah.
and not pursue anything further with that person, with you. How would you feel about that?
I mean, obviously, if you fill in the person, you're gonna be hurt. But if that person can accept me for, if whether I got my body done or whatever, then we gotta hit. Bye. Okay, dime. ¿Qué vamos a
It
hacer?
doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like, because at the end of the day, when we first see you and you're all done up, we want to smash. That's the first thing that gets
Yeah.
us. Is the
Right.
you guys catch us visually, and we catch up with the game. What you hear from us. So
Mm-hmm.
it's up to the woman to keep her place where she's at, to keep the guy's attention by the mouthpiece,
Yeah.
by what she's saying, how she's conducting herself, how charismatic she is, how she can bounce back and forth with conversation. It's a woman that controls that. Because initially, that's what we want. When we see you, we think I'm gonna buy you a drink
Right.
because I like your
Yeah.
shoes. I'll buy you a drink because I got a plan later on. But
Right.
it's up
Right.
to you.
It's a sexual attraction.
Yeah. If I say hello,
It's
it's
so
not gonna.
crazy because women, we don't. I mean, at least for me, I've never like seen a guy out and I'd be like, damn, I would want to do him. No, I just be like, damn, he's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Oh no,
men,
baby, not me. I was like,
savages.
oh, damn, something about him. I don't know. I might just want to smash and see how good he is because he's so like
That's a lie.
flirtatious.
That's a
He's
lie.
very,
That's weird.
he's
That's
like, dang,
weird.
I don't know. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to hit it, and then if it's good, I'm gonna continue coming for it. If I like it, I'm gonna stay there.
The
But if
most,
not,
the most,
I'm just
the
gonna
most
keep
I'll do is if I've been on a couple of days, I'll be like, oh, he could get it. But not,
does it?
not that if I see you in the club and you look down, and be like, oh yeah, he could. Nah, I
Oh
don't think
yeah,
he
but
could.
I don't have to see
But
you at the
let's keep it a
club.
buck
But
though.
seeing you anywhere overall, like if
But if I've
I've
been on a date or two, guilty, yeah, I'll be like, damn, he could
Yeah,
get
but
it.
y'all know instantly if a nigga could get it
We,
or he can't get it.
yes, that is absolutely correct.
You
you're
guys
right.
know who's gonna get it probably instantly and who's gonna have to
Yep,
really pay to get it.
yep,
You can have to go on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different dates.
yep.
And
You're
the
right
guy
about
that
that.
just says that, and that one guy you're thinking like, yo, he just has to say the right thing and we out.
You don't even gotta say much.
You know, hi, we out. Come
Hi. Oh,
on.
Right, right.
what time? Where?
Okay.
I gotta agree with you on there. It
That's a
takes that
fact.
right person.
That's
That
a
is a
fact.
fact, though.
I remember we were talking for like I want to say a month and
Talking on the low.
talking on the low for a month. And as soon as he was like, "Yo, what? Like we doing too much talking. Like when are we gonna see each
Yeah, what
other?"
we doing?
I was like,
No, ya
"I
estaba
don't know."
ready.
He was like, "All right, well, just come this weekend. Okay, send me the flight. I'm out." And he always asks me like, "Did you think that when you flew here, we were gonna like do something?"
Not
No
do
shit, nigga. You
nothing.
think I flew all the way to Atlanta to not get some? My nigga, I came over
Right,
here for that.
clearly. Right, right.
Like,
We already
I
know
wanted
come
to
on.
see what this was all about. Like, yes, I
Yeah.
did catch a whole
If,
flight over here.
right. If she's catching the whole flight, she knew what time it was. She was ready.
So let me know from a woman's perspective. Why is it that when you guys find yourself a kind of a bad boy, y'all giving it up? But a good guy, y'all make him pay 1 date, 2 date, three, 5, 10
Because
dates,
they be
and then
corny.
y'all say, you know
They
what?
corny.
He, he earned some buns. All right.
I don't know. To me, I think
We
it's more
still
like
not
a
earning no buns.
connection. Like, I don't care
Yeah.
if you took me on 3, 5, 20 dates or if you took me on 1 date.
If
To
there's no
me,
connection, yeah.
the connection, the chemistry, I don't need you. You cannot be bored. And this is why in my checklist, a lot of these things are my top things. And again, it took me like I want to say a little bit more of maturity to realize what I wanted before on my so-called checklist in a man did not exist because it was the perception versus the reality of what I was really gonna get. versus when I started growing through my healing process and growing up and maturing a little bit more, then I sat down and I analyzed and I realized what I did want in a man. And even though some people thought that my expectations of that could have been like, well, it's gonna take time, or that you're gonna fight the right one. The right one never comes knocking on your door, buddy. That's a fucking lie. It's
Yeah,
bullshit.
you can have a whole
Nobody's ever
checklist.
gonna come knock on your door. You gotta kind of. I do believe that it gets sent to you when you least expect it. I do think that, like I say this all the time in every episode, everything in life has a purpose, right? Everything in life is a season. Every person that comes in and out of your life feeds a purpose. So I do think that while I was building my list of what I wanted in the future, I did say in the bottom of my list, um, I don't want to wait until I'm a certain age to find these things. Because if you could set them in my way now, I'm ready. So a lot of things started changing. My way of talking, my perspective in life, my mindset, being more positive and manifesting everything. Once you start manifesting things and you start speaking it into existence constantly, and everything that's coming out of your mouth is nothing but positive words, um, God puts you in the right path. And even though I could have never probably in 1,000 years thought it was going to be this person on my checklist, but truth be told, he met a good amount of stuff on my checklist. I'm not going to say he met all of them. He still hasn't met all of them,
What was the
but
checklist?
but he does meet a good percentage because he's here. You understand? We wouldn't be in this situation if he didn't, and vice versa. First of all, I know damn well that aside from having this big ass that you wanted, and these fake boobs that you wanted, you know damn well that I meet all of that in your checklist, except the things that he doesn't like. I also meet, like being combative sometimes.
Very
I do like to
vocal.
argue sometimes.
Oh, I
I'm,
love that
I,
she knows how to admit it.
of
Mm-hmm.
course, it's called taking accountability, but
Oh,
I'm also very vocal.
Él está oyendo todo esto
the
ahora
people
mismo.
in the back. Say it for the people in the back.
Remember you said take accountability.
What's that word again?
I'm gonna read to you my checklist. I still have it from like
You should tell
2022.
them what you told me in Mexico
What I told you in Mexico.
when you first met me.
What? What did I tell you? He be having his own stories that
Chismoso.
he think he's gonna run with the story until the day we get
Right.
married.
Has it changed?
Your story?
Has it changed?
No, because it's a
Because
lie.
it's
Of course, your
true.
story hasn't changed. It's a lie. You know
It's
when you just
true.
know that one lie, you just go based off
Nah,
that one lie.
nah, nah.
Right. So look,
Go ahead, guys. Look at your weekend checklist.
my weekend, my nigga, you the weak one in my checklist. Like, what the fuck we talking about? So
Right.
I look for emotional maturity. Why? Because I want a man. Men are not emotional, right? But I want a man to understand and respect the fact that I'm emotional. So to
Mhm.
me, that's very important. Um, Life goals, right? Whether we're talking about family, whether we're talking about religion, where we're talking about business, like our family, our life goals, right? Respect. I wanted a man that was gonna respect me because obviously I've been through a lot, but I wanted a man to also respect my boundaries, respect my opinions, um, appreciate me because to me, like men don't know how to appreciate women. At least the majority of men, they don't. And I'm gonna speak just in
I
general.
think
I'm
that's
not
a
just
yeah, that's a 50-50. Because
like
there's
not
women that
all
don't
men, but
appreciate
some
it.
men don't know how to appreciate, and some men do, but they don't know how to show it. So to me, that's very important. I like to feel appreciated. I like to feel acknowledged, and those are definitely qualities that I required at that moment from a man. Um, trust, trust is very big.
That should have been on the
It
top of your list.
You know what I mean?
not no because you know
But
what, trust is something that comes with time. You have to be very honest with each other. We could sit here and pretend that we people trust each other, but let's be honest. You always gonna have that little thing inside, and you don't always. I mean, I don't sleep with my eyes closed the whole entire time and act like I could just. Ay, porque yo me puedo dormir en mi cama con los ojos cerrados porque yo confío tanto en mi hombre.
no, there's you can trust until the person obviously breaks that trust.
No, baby. I trust, but mira, my guards are always up.
No, I
Wendy, I like.
trust until I find until something happened and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. You know.
Yeah,
For
well,
the
I
most
guess
part, I'm not gonna be stressing myself out.
I have trust issues, so I'm very
That's why you
like I
can't be checking phones and none of that, because that's when
right.
all the
No,
shit
Yeah,
starts.
no,
well, we
no.
don't do that, but that's definitely a big thing because to me, um, trust obviously is important, but I guess my maybe because I just have had trust issues in my past. It's something that
Yeah, of course.
I still work on in my process of everyday life. Trust. Okay, I said trust, being honest, being dependable, being consistent. To me, is definitely really big. Also, I like
Jesus, that
consistency.
list is
Don't give
long.
me just like it says. Don't give me a vibe you can't maintain. Don't give me all this perfect shit at the beginning and then we ain't doing this afterwards. Don't sit here and pretend
Yeah,
to do this at the beginning but then you ain't giving me that same energy afterwards. I need
yeah,
consistency in
I
everything.
agree with you with that.
If
Hmm.
you're gonna tell me you love me every day since the moment we met, I need you to continue telling me every day you fucking love me to the day you fucking die and you no longer could breathe. And you're breathing like, I love you, and then you die because I want to hear it every damn day. Okay?
Because
To
then you'd
me,
be like, why hasn't he said he loves me today? Or like when they always call you babe, and all of a sudden they're like sin, and you're like, why are you calling me sin today? What's
right?
going
Okay.
on?
Thank you. Exactly. That to me is very important. Um, So yeah, okay. Back to consistency in words and actions is definitely a
So,
big
but it's
role.
a list
I like
está.
somebody. My list is very long. I love somebody who's supportive. I love somebody who encourages me, who lifts me up, who is very who wants to make a good woman out of me. You understand? Because I've always said it takes a man to make a woman to make a man. I don't care what anybody says. You could argue with me back and forth about that, but I've always said it just like I said it in Spanish. El hombre hace la mujer, la mujer hace el hombre. Um, what else? And obviously, like she said at the beginning, I love a man that's clean, that's groomed. I always look at a man's feet. I like to make sure his sneakers are clean. If your sneakers are dirty, that just says a lot about you. And you need to have a fucking watch. I don't need you to have a $20,000 watch on, but if you don't have a fucking watch while you're talking to me, like, what are we doing? You naked. You're fucking naked. You don't have a watch? Like you're naked. Like what's going on? A man should always have a watch. That just speaks to me, that speaks mature. That's like you're a grown man, you know? You got your nice little beard, you got your watch. When you say hi to me, tú te viendo tu reloj, okay? Tus uñas tan limpiecitas, usted no es un cochino, usted no anda buscando basura en la calle, usted está limpiecito. Basically, that's my list.
That's what you
Y
said.
que huela bien, because
Yeah, she
mira,
got an essay.
one thing I could tell you about my man, out of everything I said in that list, but when it comes to his hygiene and this nigga is like, babe, can I call you a bitch for 1 second?
No,
Okay, this nigga is like a bitch when it comes to. I just said, can I call you? And then I said the word because he will have like 75,000 colognes, and his thing with the smelling is like he's very big on that. So I love that. Porque ay, mira, cuando él sale de ese cuarto todo bañado y que él está así todo
Oh
de
my
que fresh cut, con ese olor a colón nuevecito, it's like, ay, diablo, papi, pero tú sí hueles rico.
but I think every
That
man
was
should be like that,
that
no?
was part of my checklist.
Every
God. Of
guy
course.
you've been with, he's not like that.
No, I have. Yeah.
I thought it was normal, to be
Extra.
honest.
It is not normal, baby bombastic. It is not normal. There's men that are
No,
not
I've
that
I've
clean.
learned that
No,
it's
I've
not.
had the guys that I've been with. They always smell good. Always make sure they
Yeah,
fresh.
but
Like I've never had no
I've
problems
seen,
with that.
I've seen.
Yeah,
It's not that
nah,
I've been with, but I've seen guys that are like they don't carry themselves very well.
nah. I mean, I wouldn't even look at you if you
Streets.
look like a bum. Like
Poor home
imagine
team.
like
And not just that, there's men that are just very de cuidado with themselves. You understand? It's not, there's guys, let's be honest, there's men that, it's not that they lack money. It's not that they're not, that they can't do it. It's just that that's not
some of
something
them
that's,
they don't care. Yeah, they're
they just
not.
don't care.
Yeah, I
Some
mean you
men
don't
to
gotta do
them,
much.
that's just like,
Yeah, they don't pay attention to detail.
But there's girls that are like that too.
That's a fact.
Come on.
oh my God.
Poor nigga.
I've seen this,
And
even
there's
moving to,
girls that are worse. There's girls that because they end up having kids, they look a hot mess. It's like just because you have a kid don't mean you gotta look a hot mess. Or if you're already in a relationship, they let themselves go.
That's a
Like
fact.
no.
Every
Like
which.
I remember during COVID, I was still working at the office. I still was getting my hair done. I was still putting my makeup, and people would be like, "Why are you doing all that just to come here? Like it's COVID." So I don't do it
yeah,
for
but
none
see,
of you guys. I
say
do it
this,
for me.
Hold on, in defense to women, because I people go through those stages because you are now living in an era in your life where now you
No,
over,
I don't care. No, I
but you were okay,
always,
but hold on, but you
always
were
got
never
my hair done. I always did my makeup, even if my makeup was done whack, because maybe I
hair and
didn't know how to do
makeup.
my makeup.
Okay, okay, but
I
hold on.
always looked decent.
Okay,
Never.
decent is one thing, but you cannot compare the woman that you are now to how you used to be before. Before you didn't used to dress how you dress now. Okay,
I still
before
used to dress. I just wasn't as revealing because I wasn't. I don't know.
no, but you didn't really care about fashion like that. You were very basic and very normal. Now you're more into fashion. You're more like this has to match with this, my details, with that. So women go
Oh,
through
so
those
I never
stages.
used to match. Wow, I never used to match.
Read between the
I'm,
lines.
I'm gonna have to pull up. I'm gonna have to pull up the receipts because I think. Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to my Facebook.
Listen, your freaking ex baby daddy was you and him. Y'all would do the outfits matching together and all of that, and he
Oh
was
yeah, we
very big.
always did all. Yeah, we
He
always did
was
that
very
type of
big
stuff.
on making sure you was looking like
Who?
how he
Who?
wanted you. Your
Who?
ex your ex baby daddy.
Nah, we're not gonna give him credit for that. He said he tries to say that, but no.
Hold on,
The
hold on.
only thing I could say that
He,
I probably got
he
from
don't,
him was probably that I got into sneakers more because he was a sneaker head.
Yes, he used to like
hold on.
well, we gotta give him a little bit of credit. He
No,
used to
he
like to
wait, wait. He's the one that had you two matching, like couples matching. That's
no,
kind
no,
of.
no, no. I would.
like
We
Oh,
would like.
this woman.
I said the
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
physical.
if we did things together. Yeah, like
Mhm.
he would buy me stuff and like, oh, I think you look good in this and that. Like,
Yeah, like he
but
was really into like that type of
Oh,
shit, like
yeah,
fashion
he
or whatever.
was really into that. Yeah, and as far as like the sneakers, yeah, he obviously I got it more into it because of him too because
That's what I'm saying.
he
Like, but
had a
women
thousand
also go
sneakers.
through stages in their life. There's women that are very, very, normal, and they don't make too much effort, and they just go through stages in their life, and then afterwards, a lot of women also, when they become single, they change everything. They change how they
of
dress.
course. They
They
start
carry
looking
themselves
amazing.
differently. They
Oh,
start looking differently. They start the hair, the nails, the cut. I don't know, but I'm a very observant woman, so I observe women all the time because I look and I'll be like, well, you didn't used to do this before. Now you're doing that. You gotta be single. You gotta be single. You gotta be smashing a new nigga because women are very. It's because a woman
I
when
can't do
they are
anything.
a regular basic girl who listen. I've always been into fashion all my life, from since I was a little girl. Can nobody ever come to me and tell me I've dressed basic? Probably now because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't really be doing shit. But from dressing, matching, accessories, owning a clothing store, to purses, to sneakers, to heels, to everything, I've done it all. And I look at girls on social media and I see girls that went from being super neutral, super basic, didn't care about how they used to dress, but they still look cute. Just that was their own style. To now, they're in another era in their life where they're on vacations and like
Well,
nipple
I think
covers,
because yeah, no,
bikinis,
yeah, because now,
you know?
girl, there's so many. Come on, everybody's on Instagram trying to compete with the next person or who has the best vacation, who has the best outfits. There's so many. I
And I don't even
mean,
think it should be like that because at the end of the
bro.
day, I think you should do things for
If
yourself.
you guys believe
yeah,
what
of
happened
course.
on Instagram, you got to be insane. Everybody be looking like they're living on a yacht on Instagram, driving.
Right, everybody's happy on Instagram. You got the
Everybody,
happy people that think they live in
this
the best life when you got people
nonsense.
depressed.
It is.
And then you got the thirst trappers, like my man calls them. Because every woman that's constantly posting pictures, which I've been reading about this on podcasts like for the past 2 3 weeks. I don't know if it's my algorithm, but I keep on hearing that a man constantly talking about women that they're saying they're posting constantly their face pictures, their boob pictures, their ass pictures, their face pictures. They're just thirst trapping, and
That's
it's something
exactly
that
what it
obviously I go
is.
against when they make comments like that.
That's
But
what it is. They're looking for
girls are thirst
validation.
trappers. I must agree with that because I do think that a woman that posts a lot, because I'm going to speak for myself, when I was single, you are obviously looking for some validation. Whether you're looking for somebody to tell you, oh, you look so pretty, or you're looking for somebody to be like, oh my God, I like your outfit, or you're looking for somebody to just be like that. You just want that one person to like the picture. So women do these type of things, and everybody's probably going to go against what I said. I do think that they do it for validation, 100%. Also, I do think that women, there's another one that I was hearing. Um, people, okay, so people talk about how they're constantly posting, and this was actually brought up to me a few days ago. The people that are always posting how they're in a good era in their life, that they're so happy, that they're this, that they're in a better place now, mentally, emotionally, and I'm gonna say that by myself because I'm pretty sure they were talking about me. But when they're saying, oh, the people that post the most about
How happy they are?
how happy they are, how they're in a good place, how they have a good job, how they have a roof over their head, how they're glowing, how they're happier now, how they're this, how they're that. It's because deep down they're not happy and they have a void.
I think that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Social media was made for what? For people to post pictures, for people to post when they go on vacation. Why do people gotta get so technical? Yeah, there are thirst buckets out there. Like there's scammers on Instagram. I that though. But for me, it's like, what does that mean? Because
Well, because
you're talking about
you just
happiness,
said
you're not happy.
my mom tells me, well, my mom checks me on this all the time, and I am a grown ass woman, and she still calls me out on the bullshit because she says, you don't got to be posting that you are happy. Why you got to write to the world? I'm so happy. Oh my god, why? She's like, why? If you're happy, you
Because
don't.
you feel a joy and you want to share it with the so-called people that you have following you that probably genuinely you think they're cool. But okay,
I
ah,
know.
pero sí así que no tengan, nadie tengan Instagram.
I
You know
agree
what's
that
crazy?
argument,
There's people that like the same people that be talking about how much you post be the same motherfuckers that don't post nothing at all, but they're watching. Because I have a few people that I know they don't ever post nothing, nothing. Oh no, I don't like posting my personal stuff. No, but you stay looking at everybody else's.
but that's the point. That's what they're supposed to do.
Right?
Yes,
Like
it is.
it's, but that's stupid. Like who cares if this person posts too much? I the whole ass shaking. Yes, I think that's too much.
I've never seen a
Like,
person ass shaking on my Instagram. I don't know
I
what
think
ass
it's my
shaking
page then.
because
I know I do.
yeah, but you're a
Not
guy.
because
You're watching
yeah,
videos
but
of girls all
no, it's
day.
because I have people that I follow that they're in that industry, I guess, and I guess because I look at their stuff and now everybody else is popping up.
Twerking, twerking,
I don't
twerking.
know. Right.
That makes
But
sense.
whatever. Like at the end of the day, like that's you. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, but that's a different stage of life. We're talking about you're talking about adults and somebody who's constantly just posting pictures of how happy they are and trying to prove a point for validation versus somebody who we already know that that's their field. They just do shit to because that's how they get their
Well,
followers. That's how they make their
yeah,
money. So it's
exactly. There's a lot of influencers that they have to do that and show off, what they make, especially people that are trying to get people to get into their business. What are they gonna do? They're gonna show you. That's how they trap you. Like, oh shit, look, she got a new car. Oh wow, she just did this, that.
Mm-hmm.
again,
It's
but
the
that's different.
marketing.
That's marketing, but
People
that's
be
different.
marketing even their ass. Put it that
That's
way.
yeah.
Yeah, but
They're
I just feel
marketing.
like different. That's different because to me, social media is a platform used for every and for everything.
Right.
I hate Instagram with a passion. So if Instagram was something that I could probably sign a petition
Really?
to get deleted, I wish I could. I hate it. I think Instagram is full of shit. I think everybody on Instagram is full of shit, and I think that it does cause a lot of problems and drama and it's a lot of like oh my god but this person is doing this but this person it just brings a lot of negativity towards people's life relationship house home family etc. I never liked it. I hate it. I've always hated it. I use it because it's a form of entertainment which is the reality of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would life be without social media?
That's
That's a
true.
good topic, right?
They took over the game.
ah.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
So
Unfortunately.
what do you guys think about so what's the final verdict on it on the whole thing.
I I think that having a checklist is important. Like Miguel said, just be open minded, obvio. Like you can't be having this freaking thousand checklists and you're some bum ass bitch that don't got a job. You just don't do nothing for yourself. You live with your parents. Like, let's be realistic. You know what I
Right.
mean? But here, this is coming from the girl that's okay with 50-50. Oh, I'm so
Nothing wrong
happy
with
with the little things. I know, like, it is what it is.
that shit.
But why do you think
Trust
that
me, every guy appreciates a girl that at least attempts to try to pay a bill.
Right, right, right.
You don't have to pay it, but at least bring the card out. If I'm paying for 10
Yeah, yeah,
meals,
like,
you can
right.
pay for one. At least try to pay for one. You know what I mean? Like, That's that's commendable.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
being an adult. That's
That makes
pretty
a
cool.
guy feel good, right? Like if you're
Yes.
out and then your girl be like,
I
"I
mean,
got
some
it."
freeloading ass chick who just wants to take meal after meal after meal after meal. That's exhausting after a while.
Yeah,
It is.
there's some savages out there. I don't even know how people could like sit there
I
and just
know,
go
I
on
know,
different dates with people, just say eat and
I know
just be
girls that
sitting
were
there with a
doing it.
boring ass person.
Lambiando loca para comer de gratis. A
Girls
lot of
are
these
doing
chicks don't
it
even lucky they're getting a free meal.
just to get a meal.
Nah, I'm sure. Yo prefiero comer arroz blanco con huevo. Because then to be sitting there with someone that's mad boring, that has nothing to say, or probably on their phone the whole time and not making any type of conversation just to get a free meal.
Oh
You'd be
no.
surprised.
You'll be on the phone all day with me. You're gonna see me slide out the back.
No, but you'd be surprised. There are definitely girls that do that. Even like that whole
Yeah.
thing of girls' expectations on where a man should take them on a first date and all of that. Like, what are we doing?
Let's be
Oh my
honest.
Like,
god,
why
yes. They
not
were
even be?
talking about the Cheesecake Factory. Like, what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
No, don't even know you from a hole in the wall, and I gotta take you to this upscale spot. You could be a bum
But
bitch.
who cares?
I'm gonna
Right.
take you to a walk in the
Cheesecake
park.
Factory, good.
I like Cheesecake
Man,
Factory too.
you can take me to Chili's, man. I don't
I
give a
actually
fuck.
don't like Cheesecake Factory. I'd rather go to McDonald's
No, I ain't going to no damn Chili's. I
because
tell you that.
I don't like Cheesecake Factory.
It depends on what it is. You know what I mean? If I'm
Cheesecake.
just trying to smash, or if I'm just trying to get to know you,
So if you're just trying to smash, where do you take them to eat?
I'm not.
You're such a liar because you took my ass to like some fancy ass restaurant and then we went to the
Okay, that
mall.
was different because he didn't see you just to smash.
Yes, he
That's a
did.
whole.
No, yes, he did. We both saw each other just to smash. It was supposed to be a hit
Y'all
and dip.
nasty.
Listen, it's supposed to be a hit and run.
Wow, y'all little
A hit and
Why
dip.
y'all?
A hit and run. Yeah.
It was never supposed to be anything more than that. We literally, I mean, he felt the same way. I felt the same way. It was like, what we doing?
Yeah, there's too much talking, so we had to do something about it.
Yeah, the time.
Look
I
at
mean,
y'all now.
we was already going on for like 2 years trying to figure out what was up. Like,
And
what was
look at y'all now. Mm-mm-mm.
Can't get rid of him. I'm telling you.
can't get rid of you, mejor dicho.
¿Cómo?
That he locked me up over
No, now
here.
you now you
I
stuck
moved
because
to
you
a whole
had
other
to
state and
all the way.
shit.
Exactly. I don't know what you did to her. Moved to a whole other state.
Oh, you know.
That's it.
You
Oh
know.
my god! All right. Well, I don't know. Do you guys think is there anything else you guys want to say in regards to like the whole
Listen,
checklist?
keep it simple. Just feed me, fuck me, and leave me the fuck alone. That's it.
I
Simple
do
shit.
everything but leave you the fuck alone.
That's all you
So
got to do.
everything everything is a compromise here. You got to compromise. We got
Yeah.
everything. We
No,
got to meet.
that's a fact. You gotta
That's part
compromise.
of being in a relationship, and it should be part of everybody's fucking checklist. Because you know what? If you and I can't compromise and can't meet halfway on something, then we have a problem. And sorry, but right here, I will feed you and fuck you, but I can't leave you the fuck alone because that's in my nature. It's like breathing. I gotta fucking bother you and talk shit. Oh my god! All right. Well, I'm excited to find out everybody else's checklist. I wish the people would sit here and comment or DM us. I want to know like what are other men's expectations on this?
I'm about to redo my little checklist because I'm gonna need you to forward me your checklist. I might make some changes, but
Because baby, like you got like
that
nothing on your
checklist is
checklist. You know what's the problem? I'm gonna tell you what's the problem, and I'm gonna keep it
what.
real fucking real, and real unfiltered. All right. For those that don't want to hear it, close your motherfucking ears. This is my problem. This is my problem with my best friend because she wants to be so but I don't really care. I could just I'm okay with just everything. And if he wants to do this, then that's fine. I'll do this. And I'm okay with the 50-50 gender roles. And I'm okay with just him just being tall. No. No, amiga. Where are the standards? Where are the standards? Where? You want to look at this at the man or you want to look down at the man? What are we doing? Well, you can look up and
No,
down.
no, of course
The
not.
sign is working. But what are we doing?
I'm still okay with 50-50.
Okay, you could be okay with 50-50. Eso es todo de la boca para afuera until you finally get the man that you realize that once
Oh, of
he's dating
course.
you, that 50-50 bullshit ain't gonna fucking work. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
sure you're
50-50
tired of
until I get until I
right.
get that person that be
You're
like,
tired
I
of
got
doing
you.
all of the hard work.
80-20. Yeah,
But you
80
gotta
20.
have some standards. You gotta stop being okay with accepting anything and everything. That is not okay. We
No,
need
of
to work
course
on
not.
this checklist. And them standards need to be high. Because one, forget it. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. So we
No, I
got
think.
people
Listen,
that can't hear on this
I think
podcast.
all what women should be looking for in a guy should be like his character. You know what I mean? Is he masculine? Can he protect you? Can he provide for you?
Oh, he's definitely a protector.
You know what I mean?
Can he
Does
be
he have
handy?
Does he have conviction? Does he stand on his words? Does he have integrity? You know what I mean? Is he about his business?
Yes.
That's what you got to
And
be.
is he hold on a second. And is he hands on? Because I need me a man that could change some light bulbs and could get on the roof and fix some shit. I don't be needing a man that just wants to be like, oh, we need to hire somebody to fix this. But damn, my nigga, so you can't do nothing. So tú tienes mano delicada. So entonces somos las dos princesas en la casa. Tú princesa y yo princesa. No, mi
Right.
amor, usted tiene que saber cambiar una luz o arreglarme el abanico o ponerme unos
Yeah.
cables ahí. Dime.
Claro, because it's okay if you do it yourself, but you hire someone too. But maybe you're too busy, but you got to know how to do something
Listen,
too.
I once had a boyfriend, and I'm gonna say this very loud and proud because I hope that he hears this one day. I had a boyfriend that we got a flat tire. You remember this story?
No.
We got a flat tire, and the guy told me, I said, we gotta change the tire. You gotta put the spare. He's like, okay, I'm trying. He's trying. The motherfucker didn't know how to do it. And you know what he told me? He was like, you actually know how to change the tire. I said, yeah, I'm a single mom. I know how to do this. And he's like, yeah, I don't. Can we just call somebody and have them do it? So you telling me that you a man and you don't even know how to change a tire? Like, what are we doing? What's going on with the man in this world in this era? Like, get it together. I don't need a man to have all the money, and just because he has money, he can't do shit. You listen, that's also on my checklist. Well, was on my
That's weird.
checklist about a man. You need to know how to do something in this house, and I'm gonna need you to screw some things around. And aside from screwing me, I need you to screw and fix things in the house.
Ay,
Because
Dios
I cannot sit
mío.
here and be with a man that can't be hands on.
I know what your checklist is. Your checklist is you got to be fine, you got to be funny, and you got to have some fucking money. That's all you care about. I know your checklist.
No, you don't.
Think about
All
it.
right, not necessarily the
All
money.
I
I
just
mean, you gotta have a obviously a good job, but I've never even dated a guy with money like that.
said.
Like, so what is a guy with money like?
Listen, we're not rich here, but we're not broke.
Yeah, that's what I'm
There's
saying.
a
Like, I'm
difference
not even
between
like,
broke
oh my
and poor.
god.
You know what I mean? A broke dude is that's broke is temporary. Poor is a state of mind. You know, that's what you don't want. You don't want a
Of
poor.
course, the guy got to be tall and fine, obvio, hello, but that doesn't need to be
That's the only thing she keeps on talking
I
about.
know her whole checklist. I'm telling you, fine,
Nah, I mean, there's other stuff, but I
and
mean,
some
probably because I really
have
haven't
some
paid
money.
attention.
That's it. Your
You
checklist
want
is
them
simple.
light skin or you want them dark skin?
She likes some chocolate,
Oh, I like any skin.
actual chocolate. That's what she likes.
She said, "Oh,
I,
Tyrone."
like the Victor Cruz color,
Nothing.
Who?
This bitch said big.
like Victor Cruz color.
Victor. Your color? She said Victor Cruz.
Oh my god, I
You like
can't.
him? You like him red bone? I got you.
Red bone. She don't like that red bone no more.
No, you don't like red bone? Nigga, she's a red bone.
That's why she don't like them red bone.
You think
Those
Victor?
red bone be pretty boys.
He ain't red bone.
Ain't nothing
Wait.
wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a pretty boy, man.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I think this is it for tonight. I think we've covered enough
Yeah,
on this
I'm gonna go rethink my checklist, and then I'm gonna post my checklist on YouTube.
on YouTube. Bitch said on
The
YouTube.
I'm gonna go comment.
Forward us the checklist. We need to go over this checklist because eventually I'm gonna have this auction that I've been talking about for some of my friends that are like single and they
No,
have
maybe I should do like a big old checklist. Y después I end up getting the little minimum checklist that I want. Manifesting the big checklist to get the little.
it's
Mm,
called standards. Set them high so that maybe when they can be that high, then you get
Then
comfortable.
it goes in the middle. All right,
Right.
we're gonna
But
work on
never
that
settle.
checklist.
You don't just settle yourself for anything. Que esto aquí, o sea, se tiene que, es caro, moldar, trabajar, tener pelo, uña, pestaña, cuidarse el estómago, ahí abajo, eso es, no, usted tiene que moldarse bien como una mujer, no se devalore como mujer, coño, que para eso uno no está en esta vida.
the fuck Simple as that.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, thank you for tuning in on another crazy night here at Set It Off Podcast. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Set It Off Podcast. Remember to go ahead and always like, follow, and comment and subscribe on our YouTube channel. It is very important that you do that because that's how you will stay in tune with everything we got coming on. We have a few more interesting topics coming up soon. Don't forget, pretty soon we'll be airing our Freaky Friday. A lot of you guys were very interested in that, so make sure you stay tuned. Again, you have to follow us on Instagram, set it off podcast. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe our channel. And thank you very much, Wendy, for letting us know the do's and the don'ts on your checklist and your standards because
My
we're
little
moving on
checklist.
up. We're moving on up. We went from the healing process to the parenting issue.
I'm trying.
Now we're studying. Now we're gonna teach and
We're
learn.
still healing, so the checklist will come on its own, I guess.
No, the checklist needs to be made so that when that healing process is done and you let go, because now you're going through the let go process, then guess what?
Let it
Will
go.
start manifesting into what?
You got to put it out there.
You got to put it out there. Yeah, you got to speak it into existence. Anything you want to say, sir?
It's time to wrap it up. Time to clap some cheeks. Let's go.
Clap.
Peace.
Bye, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Have a good night.
Bye.